Is it okay we take the shots while we're doing
I don't see why not.
Isn't this great? It's like walking back in time. This was the original light store of McAllen in 1915. Upstairs was like a traveling rooms hotel, which also worked as a speakeasy during the 1920s during Prohibition. I'll show you some bottles over here that I found in between the walls of opium and some 1938 papers from the Brownsville Herald. Apparently somebody had a hell of an opiate addiction and they would just toss the bottles in between the wall. And
Were they full before you found them?
well, there's no comment on that.
He's a artist, a musician, he's an entrepreneur, a businessman, a restaurateur. He's a little bit of everything. We're gonna find out who Isaac Guerra is today, and we're gonna do it over 3 shots.
I don't know if we can figure all that out over 3 shots, but we're gonna give it the best try. By the way, I have no idea what these questions are. You really bring some beautiful people that make our community beautiful, and I'm honored you think I'm one of them. So I always like to start every meal and even gathering with some bubbly.
We're in your house, so we're partying like you do, man. Shot number 1, question number 1, we're gonna solve the world's problems 1 shot at a time with Isaac Guerra.
Can I get 2 for the camera, guys? Okay,
Question number 1, how did you get started in the restaurant business?
I never lived in the Rio Grande Valley. I was raised in a small, humble town called Fremont. And I went to high school in San Antonio. There was a restaurant called Gray Moss Inn. And while everybody had the kegger at Motel 6, I would go to this restaurant myself and I fell in love with flavors and tastes and what it was like to actually be a restaurateur, not just somebody that serves food. And whenever I came here, worked with my family, and I remember they joked with me because I think I stayed at South Padre Island too long for over a long period of spring break. They claimed I was too lazy to work, so jokingly I started a landscape company called Lazy Boy Lawn and Landscape Service. And I saved up $12,500 and bought a humble little building with a lot of history that I still own and lease out to good friends of mine, which is on 701 North Main Street, called Infusions. And for many part of my life, it was called Espana. That kind of changed the whole scope of what I think restaurants are here locally and what I think live music is locally. And it set a bar so high that I still live to this day to try to pass it. So we're gonna take a little bit. What we're gonna do is caramelize this. You're burning a little bit of the citrus and the actual skin and the acidity. Cheers, Bob. I've had a great day with you. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, thank you. Question number 2. What are 3 principles that you live your life by?
I think a lot of the principles that my family instilled in me. I don't care if you're an atheist, you gotta have faith and even not believe in. Whatever your faith is, I think you need a fundamental foundation because there's something way bigger than us. There's something that beautiful that makes these things taste that beautiful. Whenever you have that, it allows you to be grounded. Keeping your word on that, it's very hard because you stumble on that. That's basically saying like, I'm never gonna slip and fall. But it's the slips and falls that, well, that's what makes you feel human. Other than that, treat people the way that no one would ever treat you. Not the way you wanna be treated. The way no one would ever treat you, above and beyond. Having a lot of fun with y'all guys. Okay.
I'm having a little too much fun right now.
A little sip. I'm gonna give that to the camera guy. Try that.
Yes, I do. Taste a little sip of that.
Yeah.
Ching ching.
Cheers. Question number 3. What is your spirit animal?
If you look at lions, they have a certain aspect of pride, meaning they take up a pride of lions. And everybody does their part and they're beautiful and bold, but you look back at the Wizard of Oz, you know, the lion probably had the most pain out of all of them. You know, just for something simple in the paw. So you're big, you're gentle, But you know, things hurt. Things are real. You take things in sincerity. You're not a man made up of tin. You're not a scarecrow. So the line would definitely have to be it, I guess. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 shots, 3 questions with Isaac Guerra.
Peace. Thank y'all. Thanks for listening. Support. I can play about 12 different instruments. Yeah, I've never taken a lesson in any. And you know, all you need is 3 chords and the truth. And I've been really fortunate that artistically and creatively, I mean, it's always come really easy, you know, for me. But it's not. It's kind of haunting. I mean, if I'm not creating something, whether it be a concept of a restaurant or a dish or a painting or a song or you know, really stagnant, which sometimes I'm jealous. I want to be the guy that just works 9 to 5 and goes home and plays with their kids and takes a weekend at the beach. But you're not. Your mind's always going. You're on a creative tangent.
We're just gonna let the booze and Isaac take over today. That's really what's gonna go down.
Let's roll.
All right.
Isaac, I'm not rolling down with them bottles. I've already had like 3 shots of tequila, then you want me to ride a bike with bottles, dude? All right, I'm just gonna run up and grab that battery. Oh no! Didn't break though.